Hello, today we are going to be looking at how to calculate measures of central tendency using SPSS. Alright, so we have opened the GSS 2008 subset that's available on OpenClass for you to look at, and I've got it open to the variable view, so I'm just looking at my different variables. Now, my measures of central tendency are the mean, median, and mode, and those are appropriate with certain types of variables. So if you remember correctly, the mode can be done with any variable type, while the median requires that the variable be either ordinal or ratio or interval. And then the mean can be calculated with only interval and ratio level variables. So we're going to go ahead and look at all three variable types, and we are going to run mean, medians, and modes, and then I'll also show you how to get percentiles if you would like them. So let's start off with going to Analyze. So again, we always want to start with the Analyze tab. So I'm going to click on Analyze, and then I'm going to click on Descriptive Statistics. And I'm going to click on Frequencies. So I'm going to go to the same place that I would go to get a frequency distribution like we talked about in the last video. So I'm going to choose my variable, and I want to do a nominal level variable because I want to just do the mode. So I'm going to pick a nominal variable. We'll go with respondent sex, and I'm going to move that into the variable box. Now, normally if I'm just running frequency distribution, I'm just going to click OK. But I want additional information. So I'm going to click on Statistics up here on the right, and I am going to choose from my central tendencies. So because this is a nominal level variable, I'm going to choose the mode. And then there are some other things that you can do here that we'll talk about later on in the semester. So I'm going to click Continue, and then I'm going to click OK. And so my output window is going to pop up, and here we go. So my valid, so the number of cases that are included is 893, and my mode is 2. And so if I go down here, I can see that male is coded as 1, female is coded as 2, and so 2 female is the highest category, the most frequently chosen response. If you're not sure what that number corresponds to, you can always go back to the data view, find your variable, so in this case sex, and if I look at the values, I can see that the 2 corresponds to female, right? And so if I have more categories and I'm not sure which one, how I've coded them and what one is what number, I can go back and look into value labels to find out which one is the 2. And so in this case, we see that the 2 equals female. All right, let's do another one. Let's do an ordinal level variable. And so we've got to find an ordinal variable. Let's do political views. So we'll go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Frequencies. I'm going to move this one out and move in, let's see, political views. Oops. And then I'm going to go to Statistics. And now I'm going to keep the mode because that's also appropriate, but I'm also going to click the median because this is an ordinal level variable. So then I click Continue, and I click OK, and here is my output. And so you can see I have valid 854, my median is 4, and my mode is 4. And so if I look at my numbers here, what you can see is that the 4th category is moderate. So moderate is both the mode and the median in this data set. And so that tells us the central points for this data. All right, so now let's go ahead and do a numeric level variable. So we are going to look at hours worked per week. So if you're working full-time, how many hours did you work? So I'm going to go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Frequencies, take this one out, put in the variable that I want, which is how many hours a week did you work, and then I'm going to click on Statistics, and now I also want the mean. Here's where you can also, if you want percentiles, you can get percentiles or quartiles, different cut groups if you wanted to. It's not really necessary, but that's an option is there as well. So then I click Continue, and I click OK, and my output pops up, and you can see that the mean average, so 524 valid responses, 42.17 hours is the mean, 40 hours is the median, and 40 hours is the mode. And so we have a very long table here. But it gives us all that information. But most importantly is this little table. So that's how you calculate measures of central tendency using SPSS.